Hey, SWEN!
Hey, SWEN News!
Hey guys! Welcome to this week's episode of SWEN.
Next, sports with Walshy.
Good afternoon, Somersworth. My name is Colby Walsh, and today I'm going to be bringing you this week's home games. Tonight, we got the boys soccer team playing Belmont right in our backyard at 4. Wednesday, Derryfield comes to town to play your girls soccer team at 4:30. Friday, the girls soccer team meets up with St. Thomas at 4. And then later that night, we got Stevens taking a stroll through the graveyard to play the football team at 7 o'clock. Make sure to be there.
Up next, we have an exclusive interview with some of the members of the field hockey team.
Hey SWEN! I'm Isabel. I'm Novia. And I'm Ileana. And we're from the field hockey team. I'm a right center mid. I'm a right mid.
And I'm center defense. Okay, so my first question for you guys today is, how is it playing with 8th graders on your team?
It's really fun because we get to know them better, and they kind of, they like to know the upperclassmen, so when they come here next year, it's easier.
And like one of the 8th graders is our goalie, so it's pretty fun having a new goalie and stuff like that.
Yeah, and we're kind of short on people anyway, so we needed them to come up and help us. And they're like surprisingly pretty good.
They're really chill.
They were like a really big help to our team.
Yeah, they're super nice, all of them.
Awesome. My second question is, how is it fundraising for your team, having to do that on your own?
It was really hard because, I don't know if people know this, but we're not funded by the school really. We have to come up with our own money. So all of our money's in the SAU. We have money from last year, and then people donate and stuff like that. So it was just making sure we met our goal to have our season.
Yeah, it was pretty hard, especially like during the summertime when like everyone like had plans and stuff like that. So to get people to come and actually do stuff, it was pretty hard. But
We had a car wash, and we had a lot of people donating money, and
we did the sweatshirts.
yeah, it was kind of hard, but we did it anyway. Hard grind, you know what I mean? Basically, we had to start from like scratch, kind of, and it was like hard, but here we are.
So my last question is, what is your favorite part of field hockey?
I really like the bus rides, like to the game and home from the game, because I feel like we just bond more like as a team from the bus ride.
My favorite part about field hockey is probably like when you're running on the field, like chasing after someone, you finally get the ball and you bring it back. Just that feeling of like, wow, I just sprinted, now I can jog.
So I have two favorite things. My favorite, I like when I get to drive the ball really hard and someone catches it, and also hearing the hit of the ball on the goal. Satisfying.
It is. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome. Come to our game September 20th, this Thursday.
It's our only home game.
Be there, be square. Peace out.
Bye.
Now we have an interview with Mr. Shea for you.
Hello, my name is Caitlin Gossard, and I am joined here with the brand new principal of Somersworth High School, Mr. Shea.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hello. So, how does it feel to be in the Somersworth community?
It feels great, and it's been nice to actually get started. I knew going back to February or March earlier this year that I'd be coming on board, and I've spent a fair bit of time in Somersworth in the spring and then a lot over the summer getting to know the community better. I love the size of it. It's a small enough community that I think everybody really knows everybody, and I guess that can be a little bit intimidating, but I think mostly that's a valuable thing.
Yeah.
People know one another, look out for one another. There's a real sense of spirit in Somersworth, I get the sense.
So you talk a lot about your 3 bars of living, and how do you think we're doing so far?
I think we're doing pretty good. That'd be a better question. I think that's a better question for students to ask, to answer themselves and to ask of one another. It's really not for anybody else to judge how we define those things. I was pleased that I heard from a number of students that they kind of, that way of thinking about it made sense to them, and students that also think about it differently, but similar ideas.
And my last and final question for you today is, are you excited for anything that you know this year, or are you nervous for anything?
I don't think I'm nervous for anything. I'm excited for a lot of things, and aside from the fact that, you know, doing the best job that we can, the faculty and staff and the administration here at the high school, for our students every day is a given. What a lot of students probably aren't aware of is that beginning later this month, we're going to be kind of kicking off a community-wide process to really revision everything that is Somersworth High School. I'm among those in the field of education that have a sense that the fundamental design of high school, and I don't mean Somersworth High School, I mean Oyster River, I mean Berwick Academy, I mean Phillips Exeter, I mean St. Thomas, we're all basically organizing curriculum, organizing credits, and approaching grading and assessment and grouping students in very similar ways. And they're all ideas that go back over 100 years. And it's all about a system that was created to be efficient. It wasn't really a system created to be good for teaching and learning. So students that want to be involved in this process, it'd be particularly nice to have freshmen and sophomores involved because it's going to play out over the next few years. But I also want seniors and juniors involved because they've experienced more of high school and they're going to have good input. This to me will be a really exciting thing. The most important work we're going to do is what's happening today in this building and tomorrow, but a close second to that is going to be this process of kind of thinking creatively and differently about everything that is high school. And it would probably be a whole nother SWEN to kind of start talking about what the elements of that might be, and maybe in the months ahead, if it makes sense to the student team running SWEN, we can spend some more time talking about some of that.
No, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I know that myself and everyone else that's welcoming you is very excited to see what you do this year, and we're excited to see how you change things for us.
The students and the faculty and the parents here have all been, it's a very welcoming community, and I feel like I've been here forever already, which is really nice. I'm still learning a lot, but I think it's an easy community to get comfortable in, and I'm really happy to be here.
Nice. We're happy to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye guys, and we'll see you next week on
SWEN.